Be careful how you use it.
Mark.
Two Marks, one pod here on the Lingus Mafia Podcast Network. I almost fucked it up again.
You got it this time.
I always think about saying Voices of Wrestling because I'm on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network all the time, like guest hosting stuff.
Sure.
I always want to say Voices of Wrestling first before I say Lingus Mafia. And it's even worse because on the Streamlabs gimmick that we're recording this on, Mark put on a Lingus Mafia Podcast Network like logo on the corner for the first time this week. So it's literally on the screen. And I forgot I
did that. Because I made that a while ago and then I never put it on. And I was like, oh wait, I did that a while ago. Nice.
So it's Two Marks, one pod. Welcome in. Professional outfit we got going on.
Yeah.
Sue Williams and Mark here to talk NXT as well as Dynamite.
Yeah.
And two fine little wrestling shows. I'm down on wrestling right now. It's not it's just not like interesting right now.
Yeah, it's kind of hit a downturn for sure. I was thinking the same thing. Like, I actually, because when I watched it live this week, both shows, I actually felt like NXT was a better show than they normally put on, but I felt AEW wasn't as good of a show as we've seen lately. I thought it was kind of a down episode this week. It just felt weird. The energy was off or something. There were some good segments, but it felt a little weird. I don't know if it was the format or what, but
I thought Dynamite flowed well this week. Like, we'll get into it, but they did what I like to call a Heyman special, which is one segment going into the next one.
Yeah.
And then they did it again with like a third segment.
Yeah.
I thought that was like an interesting like choice and an interesting format to like kind of have the show feel alive.
Sure.
But yeah, this was just a meh episode of Dynamite, and NXT was better than it's been on the CW. This might have been the best episode they've had on the CW, which, not a high bar, but also thank God, because I was gonna like text Cav if this show was bad. Like, dude, I don't know how long I can do NXT. Like this. They were running me off, man, and my bar wasn't high.
No. I thought the same thing the other day when I was thinking about it when I had heard all this, like, there's the talk about the ROH deal. I was like, I almost feel like if this show doesn't get any better, I wouldn't mind switching it to an ROH Dynamite review. To be honest,
it's tough because we record on Friday, so we couldn't do Collision because that's like almost a week old.
Yeah,
and like who cares at that point?
Yeah,
but we could maybe do like NXT and ROH or just something where, because they're already doing Dynamite on the main show. But I don't know. Well,
I don't know.
We'll cross that bridge.
We're fine.
Yeah,
right now
I do think AEW signing a few people to get set for ROH because it does feel like there's like that Jericho promo on the Halloween Dynamite very much felt like this deal's done. We're getting TV.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're going to new heights, all that stuff.
So they signed the grizzled young vets, and they haven't really done much on AEW, so they might be ROH bound. You've got, They're signing Speedball Mike Bailey from TNA,
Yeah, I was just
and
about to
like
bring that one up. Yep.
he's very much a good match guy,
Yeah.
but I think he would like be more valuable like on ROH because he's a guy people know, and you
Right.
need guys people know on ROH instead of just like the bottom 30% of AEW.
For sure.
So if you're gonna get people to watch, then he'd be a good guy to be like, "Hey, look, we've got him."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up because I saw that and I checked out a couple of his matches. I watched the Osprey match with him. It was him and Osprey. I think it was last year,
yeah,
23. They had the match of the year for Impact before it was TNA again, but that was a really good match. And then I just watched the Takeshita match at that Maple Leaf Pro. That was a pretty decent match. The Osprey match
yeah,
was really good, but yeah, it's
yeah.
another guy that is definitely going to be able to put on great matches, and I'm sure they'll throw him on a Dynamite here or there. But yeah, I feel like he's a good ROH. If they're gonna have a TV deal, he's a good guy to have. You know, a guy that you can put on a main event anytime. I mean, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with having him there.
He's very much that AEW style good match haver. You
Yeah,
know.
I've never seen a promo from him or anything, but so I don't know. I
Well,
know nothing
yeah,
about that. But
he sounds like a very nice Canadian. You
yeah,
know. He's
kind of gets that vibe.
Montreal like French Canadian, not
Okay,
like Kyle O'Reilly
I saw his
Canadian.
shoot name. His shoot name, you can't even pronounce it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
very fucking
it's
French.
weird. And I'm like, thank God
He
his name's Mike Bailey now. Like
will
he went
take
from like
Mike Bailey.
it's so ridiculous. But yeah, he should be pretty cool. I'm sure, like I said, they'll use him in the right ways, but
Yeah.
interesting. But you're right, they're loading up with talent that definitely I think people are like, why do they keep signing guys? And you're like, well, if they've got a TV deal lined up for ROH and a possible other show still shopping, you never know.
My hope, fingers crossed, 1 hour ROH.
Yeah.
It does not need to be longer.
No.
1 hour in and out. How about this? I think Rampage is going away. Just flip Rampage into ROH. You know, it's still the same hour.
I'm kind
You
of
know,
thinking that's
different
what they're
kind of
probably gonna do.
format. Yeah, I do like. I've liked Rampage the last few weeks when like they know it's like going away, so Tony's just doing whatever on it. Like
Yeah.
there was a Rampage a couple weeks ago where they did like half the show was like top flight matches. So it was like I think it was like Layla Gray, and then like Top Flight came out for their match after her, and then Leo Rush came out for his match after them. It was kind of like Dynamite where it all like flowed into each other like one by
Yeah.
one. And then this week they're doing Ricochet versus Dante Martin, which is just like, all right, fuck it. Like it's gone anyway. Let's just do cool shit.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why
Oh, I
not?
like that. Yeah, me too.
We got a soundboard now. How
Soundboard.
about that?
Yeah.
All right. I legit didn't know we had a soundboard.
I just hooked it up today. It's just my
Yeah.
laptop.
Nice.
Might as
Nice.
well.
All right. Let's hop into the shows this week. We'll start with NXT from Tuesday on the
Yeah.
CW. What does
C-Dub.
CW stand for? I should look that up.
I don't know. It's a good question.
CW.
I'm trying to think of anything. Channel. No, I can't think of anything. I can't even like venture a guess. Communication World,
Well, it came
Connecticut
together
Weekly.
like it like replaced both WB and UPN. So I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with it, but there's nothing on the fucking Wikipedia. It's just the CW.
Hmm. I wonder. I wonder if there is nothing. If it's just like a weird. I don't know. Because again, I've
Oh,
never.
okay. I got it. I found it. All right. So, Then CBS chairman Les Moonves explained that the name of the new network was formed from the first letters of CBS and Warner Brothers, because CBS and Warner Brothers combined to make the CW.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right.
Okay, that's a cool little tidbit of your fun fact of the day. There you go.
I just didn't know, so yeah. There
I
you
never
go.
knew either. Never thought.
NXT, which doesn't stand for anything, started with Julia. I got a new nickname for Julia.
Oh,
Julia Chiore. That's Italian for
Chiore.
heart.
Oh, okay.
So Julia Chiore, because she's Italian. And Vaquer versus the Meta Girls.
Yeah.
Match. Again, I say it every time, but Vaquer is better than. She might be the best like woman wrestler in the company, like the whole company. Like she's like they put her in the ring, and it's like, oh, that's what that's supposed to look like.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah,
And she's fun to watch, you know. She's got a good look.
yeah. EVP trigger, good guys win. So there you go.
There you go. Baby's over.
Guy Kelly gets in the ring and he asks them what'll happen if they're both in the Iron Survivor gimmick at Deadline.
Yeah.
And they don't really answer. They kind of just go, "See you at Deadline," and they
they both like the Julia says something like, "I knew this day would come," and then Vaquer is
why
like,
isn't she in the Italian? Why isn't she with the Lingus Mafia?
I don't know.
She's Italian.
I know.
Fuck. That's their whole thing.
Like, see you at Deadline. It's like, you know, because it's, you know, it's good for them that they can. I couldn't speak a lick of their language, so they can say way more than I could say. But it was funny. It was definitely like a very like underwhelming like interview thing that they did. It was like,
yeah, they had
seconds.
one line. They had one line. They hit it, and there you go.
Yeah, did their thing.
We get a video package explaining the rules for the Iron Survivor match. It's quite simple, actually. It's King of the Mountain, but there's no ladder. So, if you remember the TNA King of the Mountain match with the, it's been a while since they've actually run one of those.
Yeah, I don't recall that.
Yeah, that was like.
It's called the what match?
Well, this is the Iron Survivor. The NXT
yeah, this one's
gimmick.
Iron Survivor. Yeah,
it's
just kind of a dumb name, but whatever.
Well, it's a mix of like an Iron Man match and a Survivor Series match because there's eliminations and like a time limit. So that's why they called it that. The King of the Mountain match from TNA back in the day was this reverse ladder match. So instead of pulling the title down, you had to like put it up on the hook and you'd win. And there was always 5 people, and you could only be eligible to hang the belt up if you pinned somebody. And if you got pinned, you had to sit in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Interesting.
Yes. Everybody made fun of it because the rules were very confusing.
Yeah.
And I just think it's funny that this is basically the same thing, but there's no ladder.
Yeah. It is kind of like silly. It does feel kind of like, I mean, not necessarily complicated, but definitely kind of convoluted. Like,
yes,
it's kind of messy.
But yes, the rules for the Iron Survivor is most pins in 25 minutes wins, and if you get pinned, you have to sit in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So it makes. I mean, it's a logical.
The penalty box thing works because it's a timed match, and if you're not, you can't get pins if you're in the penalty box.
Right. Yeah.
I actually don't know if that's true. They've had like more than one person in the penalty box. I don't know if they tried to pin people in there.
Probably not, but they'll probably do
and that would be stupid because like if you're in the penalty box, then like you shouldn't be allowed to do that, but whatever.
Yeah.
We're talking around. We're just yammering about this thing. We get a commercial. There's going to be NXT people on Reading Rainbow with LeVar Burton. We'll see if they can read. That's nice.
That's really nice of them.
It's a Trivial Pursuit, which might be worse. Like, I'd rather be on Reading Rainbow.
I saw a little advice, not highlight, but a picture of her on it. I think is what I saw.
I love when wrestlers go on like game shows and look stupid.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Becky Lynch was on Jeopardy, and she was in
the
negative.
Right. She was
the
like
whole
the negative
time.
the whole time. It's so bad. I was like, oh great. It always happens like that too. They were on something else they did a long time ago. I think like Triple H was on it.
There was.
It might even have been whatever that one, Family Feud.
There was Weakest Link. I remember that one.
Okay, I remember that too.
Yeah, and Austin got the lady host. She was asking him something, and he just cleared his throat and went, "What?" And all the guys laughed. All the guys popped on the stage. So that'll be good. I don't know when it comes on. I might watch it for the show. I might do a little extra credit.
What?
And watch this Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, why not? I didn't know there was a Trivial Pursuit show on, so I might check that
out. Survivor qualifier. It's Soul Surfer versus Barbie Allen. Match. Soul wins. So she is in the women's one because, of course, there is both a women's and a men's one because equality.
Of course. This wasn't as bad of a match as I thought it was going to be. They kept it short, so
yeah,
it was fine.
Yeah, I don't need two of the same match on one show just for the women to have one. Like if you need to do that, flip it back and forth every year. But like they're doing 2 War Games matches this year, and the women's one's just like coming out of fucking nowhere.
Yep.
Like.
Yeah, and like they do with the Elimination Chamber too, and the Rumble.
Yeah, like
so you have 2.
It sucks because like
the Rumble one's really rough, dude. The Rumble one's really rough.
Dude, the War Games is so tough because like there's only so much they can do. Like this year, the men's one makes perfect sense. Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Yeah.
They've put it together pretty well. I got no complaints about it. Right. The women's one, I don't know why the fuck they're doing it. No need. Like, there's no fucking need. So I don't know. Yeah. So there you go. Backstage antics. Super Bowl and Cedric, they're both in qualifiers. And then Fruit Ninja is talking to Glasses, but she's still thinking about Ashanti the Snowman. White Girl Brinley comes up, and this all ends in a tag match. So it'll be Fruit Ninja and Ashanti the Snowman versus Glasses Guy and White Girl Brinley.
Yeah, this was brutal. This was not a good part of the show. This was like the only part of the show where I was like, oh man, it felt very NXT. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
This part here is not good.
Yeah. Plank is with all the tag teams.
Yeah.
And they kind of just sit around and talk. So
yeah, it wasn't very good. She basically says like, I want you guys to show me what you got, and we're gonna figure out who's gonna be the next tag team contender. That's all this was.
Okay.
And like they were like all doing their like silly little gimmicks in the room.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
I don't know, maybe book them into matches or something.
It's 5 stars.
There you go.
-5 stars.
That's what I give that.
You could just call that the plank button.
Yeah.
All right. Cedric the Alexander versus Wesley. Turnbuckle gets exposed. Wesley shoves him into it and wins. So Wesley's in the men's Survivor deal.
Yeah. Another little decent little match.
Yeah.
It was a fine match.
I don't know if it needed the "This is awesome" chants, but I think any match on WWE TV that goes like 10 minutes, they just chant it. Like,
yeah, it's like
once it hits
it's
a
probably
certain
piped
point,
in.
it's like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Like,
It's probably piped in.
Tony D at the restaurant.
Yes,
he is
this was
not
great.
eating. He is not eating out the Duchess. He is just eating food.
Yep, just normal.
10 guy and homeless Briggs walk in.
Ugh.
How does that guy go around? Like, he just.
Which one, Brooks?
Yeah, Briggs. He looks fucking homeless.
Briggs. Yeah.
Brooks.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything.
Oh wait,
about
no,
him.
I fucked that up. That is Brooks.
Brooks.
I just wrote the
yes,
right.
Josh
wrong
Briggs
name.
is the one that isn't there right now. The one that's actually like has some charisma is the one that's the one that's not there. I think he went over to Japan though, right?
No, he's back. He's in a segment later.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I missed that.
I got you.
Oh no, I do. You're right. Yeah, he said because he comes back from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay, that's why. There we go. Now I'm caught up in my brain.
Yeah. So homeless Brooks, excuse me, he walks in. Got to get that right. So yeah,
Homeless
10 guy basically wants a continental title match. I wasn't listening very well, but I assumed.
Yeah, it wasn't very long or eventful, but yeah, he just basically was like, talked like he does and talks in circles, and then he just goes, "Yeah, you should give me a title shot." Or no, not him. It's not even him. He gives it for Briggs, right? He's like, "I want you to give him a title shot." I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't know. I told you I wasn't listening.
I think that's what happened.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he wants Brooks to take on Tony D for the belt.
Okay, there we go. That's what best color man in the business, folks. So 10 guy and homeless Brooks.
Yes.
They leave. They get in the car, and 10 guys got some other guy with a shitty haircut, and I guess he's in the group too. So
yeah, what was that? Someone that we were supposed to know? He called him Rico.
I don't know.
I didn't recognize him at all. He was like, "Let's go, Rico," and then they showed him like he was a significant,
yeah,
you know what I mean, character.
It wasn't Rico Constantino from the fucking pay-per-view. It wasn't with
I don't know
MXM. It wasn't that guy. It was a different guy named Rico.
Yeah, they got a new Rico. They got rid of Ricochet so they can do a Rico now.
There you go. What's her name?
Oh yeah, Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, she's with Carlton Saxton. And yeah. That guy's been around fucking forever. Like, I remember him calling WWECW like at the end.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
That's been a fucking decade. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, he's everywhere too. He's on all the shows. They don't put him on just one. He'll randomly show up on all the shows.
People must like him because he's never been like good.
Yeah, he's probably just a good dude. Maybe you know what I mean. Nice guy. Gotta be it.
The Toxics walk up and they just tell her they're gonna cheat. Like, they say, like, if she can't beat you, we'll make sure she does. And it's like,
yeah,
okay, shouldn't she do something about that?
You'd think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a dude. The KJ, she's terrible. She's terrible.
Yeah, she's not very good.
I actually listened to just to check it out. I listened to an NXT review this week, and they can't stand her either. Like, they just like half the show is them burying her. Like, they just keep trying to give her the rub and keep giving her the rub, and it's not working because like they kept featuring her with like Rob Van Dam, and then she was with all the over girls.
Yeah,
she's one of those like they just throw in with people to hope that she gets over with them, but She's just not interested.
Yeah, dude. She is just like she's just a nice person with no like presence about her.
Yeah.
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 So Trick comes out. He calls out
Oh, yeah.
911, but Andre Chase shows up. This somehow turns into Trick about to give Chase a title shot, but then
Yeah, they
911 comes out.
Yeah, it's weird. They're like glazing each other though for a little bit there.
Yeah. So they argue. Chase wants another match with 911. He says, "I'll give you Chase you if you win." And 911's like, "I don't want Chase you." Like I
Yeah,
don't
he did.
want
He
it.
did. It's like, no thanks. Which is a great bit. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And so Trick books 911 versus Chase in a number one contender match.
Yeah.
And 911 says if he wins, then Chase U's done. So
Yeah.
there
That
you
so he doesn't get Chase U. He can't be friends with any of them anymore.
yeah, he kills off Chase U, and they got.
I really hope.
They got to.
I'm really pulling for Ridge. Really pulling for Ridge in this one.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I think they're gonna. Like I don't know if they'll do like a because I don't think they're gonna kill off Chase U because what's he gonna?
Probably
do?
not. No, but it would be
Like,
great.
So I don't know if Chase wins or they'll do like a 3-way or something because they don't think 911's interesting enough to do a singles match.
Yeah.
They'll do some bullshit finish, and I think we'll get a 3-way. So
Yeah, I could see that.
you know what Trick should have done? I don't know how many weeks till the pay-per-view. He should have had them wrestle 3 matches each, and the first one to 3 gets the title match.
I like that.
Interesting idea.
Yeah.
Never before seen.
Never seen it before. It's probably gonna happen next week. Now that you said that, someone's gonna do that in NXT for sure.
Miss Parker promo. She's gonna win the Survivor Series match. So there you go.
Yep. They do these now every week. Everybody that's in a match basically gets one of these, kind of.
Yeah. Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura in the back with the plank. Didn't think I'd be saying that.
No.
So Briggs is back from Japan and he brought Inamura with him. And they're probably going to be a tag team. So there you go.
Yeah, this was a weird segment. He is like, I want to introduce you to this guy I met. He's really great. And then Eddie Thorpe tries to come in, or Tatanka tries to come in again, and she's like, "Nah,
Yeah.
I don't have time for your shit."
Well, no. Plank blows those two off, and DJ Tatanka just he wants a shot, and Ava puts him in a Survivor qualifier, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
That's all I wanted."
There you go.
So that whole thing that they've been doing, the little carrot,
They've been
waving
building
the
that up for
carrot
3
for the
weeks. Like, what are
It
we
was so
doing?
ridiculous. I was so annoyed with that.
That didn't require 3 weeks of build up.
No,
Like, just have him in a match. Like, who gives a fuck?
ridiculous, dude.
Ridiculous. DJ Tatanka. Who cares? Like,
yeah. I thought they were gonna do something like he'd get angry and like be like, "I'm done waiting," and like come charge the ring or something. But nope, he just oh nope, you're right. Here's a match, and he's like, "Yeah, hell yeah, that's it. That's all I needed."
There you go. Next up, Dr. Miami versus the Duchess.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
She's
a big woman.
Yeah, she's like very odd proportions.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah,
and she's dude. Like, there's no doubt that all that weight is just those knees are toast.
Yeah, she's all like she has too much ass for her knees.
Yeah,
like she's
doing cartwheels and shit and landing on her legs and doing the splits, and you're like, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, you
not to be a sizist.
queen.
A sizist.
Size queen Mark. Title of the show.
Size queen Mark.
Fantastic.
I'm down for that.
NXT is always good for one.
Always at least
good
one.
For one. But yeah, yeah. I can't wait for her OnlyFans when she gets fired.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yeah. So
I'll look for the leaks. I'll wait for the leaks.
Yeah. Vader bomb, Dr. Miami wins. And then the Duchess hits her with a crowbar afterwards. So
you say Vader bomb?
It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
why do you have a Vader drop?
I don't know. I don't know. I just saw it in there. I was like, I gotta grab that one.
Like, when
Vader
were
bomb.
we ever going to use that?
Just now, the Vader bomb.
I don't know. You got lucky with that one.
That's funny.
But yeah, Duchess hits her with a crowbar after. So
yeah, dude, that was brutal.
Feud must continue.
Dude, she fucking crushed her with it. She hit her like in the shoulder, but it must have been obviously like a rubber one, but she really got her in the shoulder, man. She got her good.
All right, so Chase U's in the back. They're yelling at Andre, but he tells them not to worry. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, they don't want to lose Chase U, so which she makes sense.
Oh yeah. So we get a Road Warrior Zarya promo. She's gonna win. So there you go.
I wonder if she'll actually win this.
She probably will. She pinned Bubbles last week, so
gotta be
they'll
her
probably have her. She'll come in last and she'll like beat everybody else, and
I'm fine with that.
Make Zarya look strong.
Yeah, she's gonna be like the female Oba, basically. What they're gonna do with her. Either her or Jordan Grace when she gets over there.
Oh yeah,
she's coming soon, I'm sure.
Forgot. Oh yeah, she's.
Although she'll probably go to main roster pretty quick. She doesn't really need to be in developmental.
Yeah,
you would think.
Pillman versus Super Ball in a qualifier. Pillman moves worse than Jericho.
He does look, and he looks like him too.
Yeah,
same body.
Which is tough because he's like 20 years younger than him.
Yeah. But he does look like a lot like him, like movement wise, and then just body type.
You just made the list.
He looks like Jericho.
Very much. Super Bowl wins. So hey, he finally won something.
Yay. Yeah, I had a feeling they'd put him in so he can do some cool moves and some flippy flappies and get beat up a little bit.
Axiom and Fraser argue more because Fraser's in a qualifier. So there you go.
Yeah.
Some dudes yap in the back. I didn't write any of their names down.
Oh yeah, dude, this was a brutal one. Brutal. This was another bad segment. Yep.
Yeah.
Ashante and Dion Lennox, is it that guy's name?
Yes.
They're like the handsome guys in the back, basically.
Then the tag teams, they yell at each other. All right.
Yeah, big tag team fight again.
Basically. Hey, main event already. It's women's continental title. What's her name?
Oh yeah, Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, her. Versus Horse Girl Henley, who is the champion. JC was looking all right this week.
She was. She has, everyone. She usually does, but yeah, she every once in a while she looks extra.
Sometimes
extra. It's that top.
She's got a horn on.
Horn. She's got a horn.
But sometimes the light hits it right, and you're like,
yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah, it's and I think it does depend on maybe the colors. Maybe the colors make the nose look smaller or something.
The colors make the nose look smaller.
I don't know.
Write that one down. All right. Fuck, Mary, kill the Toxics.
Colors make.
You got Deadeye. You've got JC, and then you got Horse Girl Henley. So fuck, marry, kill. Who you got?
I'd probably fuck JC. I would marry Henley and then kill the other one. I can't remember her name. What's
Kill
the other
Deadeye.
one? Deadeye. Yeah.
Wait, the other.
Well, Henley's a girl you'd bring home to mom and dad, and they would be like, "Wow, that's a Midwest girl right there." Down home.
I would fuck Deadeye because I know she fucks black guys. I've seen that video. I'd marry JC because I didn't want to kill her, and then I'd kill Horse Girl. So
okay, interesting. Yeah.
So there you go.
Very interesting.
Leave your F, marry, kill for Fatal Influence in the comments.
Yes,
Patreon
please do. That's definitely important.
Yeah, let's get some listener interaction here.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, so what's her name does a rolling thunder, but she doesn't understand how the move works. Like RVD, he does the rolling thunder, and he rolls into like a splash or whatever.
Yeah.
She does the roll, but then like does a shooting star instead. So the momentum like stops.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, RVD did that. It was like one like continuous motion. It was like it made sense.
Like gathering steam.
This is just doing a roll and then doing a different flip. It's trying to be cool, but not like understanding the logic of it.
Yep, it's you watched a match and you were like, oh, I'm gonna start doing that, and then you just put it in the match.
It's trying to do a flip on something, but that flip doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, remember when the Toxics said they were gonna cheat to help Horse Girl win?
Yeah.
They cheated and helped Horse Girl win.
Yep.
So there you go.
She hit her right in the face, and her JC Jane Toxic. What was it? Toxic? Which one is she?
She was Toxic number 3. I guess she would be Fatal number 1 if we were to rank them out.
Fatal 1.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, she hit old KJ, and Henley got the roll up win.
Yep. So Horse Girl Henley retains the women's continental title.
Yes.
And the show ends and all the tag teams are fighting.
Yep.
So there you go.
That's NXT.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
Gotta love Booker.
NXT sign off there.
There you go. All right. Let's hop over to Dynamite from the Wednesday.
Yes.
We start with a match. Hey.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Exactly.
I almost texted you to say, hey, they did it.
It is Paige and Cage, Hangman and Christian, to be clear, versus the Gang Bang Gang. That is Jay and Juice.
Yes.
Juice Robinson. Hook kills Nick Wayne. He drags him over the barricade and drags him away. Match. Sabian hits Juice with the case while Mother Wayne distracts, and Hangman pins Juice. So there you go.
It was a good finish. I liked it. Good stiff shot with the old thing, whatever it is.
The old title. It's the title contract deal, but they don't want. It's the clipboard.
Yeah.
They don't want to do a briefcase.
No, it was a good little stiff shot. Good finish. It will look good. Look good.
That thing's already like dented up.
Yeah, I feel like they just keep like they keep like popping it back into popping it out. It's gonna be mangled by the time he's gonna have to keep that thing forever because he's not gonna use it on Moxley.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my shot. Babe Ruth point at the stands. I'm gonna call my shot.
Okay.
I think because Darby's winning this title whenever he wins it, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be the end of this mock story. I think Darby's going to win it. Christian's going to cash in, but then Darby's going to beat Christian on the cash in. So it'll be like, oh, fuck. Like Christian, like, it's like that tease of taking it away from Darby, but Darby gets his comeuppance and he like surprises Christian and embarrasses him.
Right.
Yeah. I think that would
like
be a
that.
good little bit for Darby because I love Christian. I don't think he should be world champ. I think him cashing in and losing and being embarrassed it works a lot better for him as a character because you can just have people mock the shit out of him forever for like you lost the shortest world title match in history and he can fucking throw his tantrum like he used to do back in the day.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Mercedes is with Remarkable Renee. Camille is Virgil now.
Yep.
She's just she's got her arm in a sling and she's carrying all of Mercedes' bags and Mercedes is yelling at her. So Statlander finds them. Camille comes out of the room and Statlander throws her bad arm first into the wall.
It's like a cardboard wall.
Explodes. Well, no, they fight down the hallway and then they go through the cardboard.
Oh yeah, that was great.
But Camille being a goof is getting over with me. Like,
it's pretty funny.
I'm enjoying it, but yeah. So Statlander puts Mercedes and them through a wall.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Fine little thing. It was all right.
Yeah. The Hurt Syndicate's in the back with Remarkable Renee, who is in a Canadian tuxedo. She's got a whole denim deal going.
Yeah, it looked interesting this week.
Yeah. They'll be watching Swerve versus Leo. So
of course.
There you go. Ospreay Town Hall. He wants to talk to Fletcher. Fletcher comes out, but Ospreay says, "Look, I know what y'all are about. Take the screwdriver out of your pocket and let's talk." And Fletcher's like, "Fuck," and he takes it out of his pocket. He throws it to Ospreay, and then Ospreay throws it out of the ring, and it sticks in the fucking mat.
Yeah, it just stuck out. It's perfect.
That was great.
That
was good.
Yeah, I like that spot a lot.
Yeah. So Fletcher says that Ospreay's selfish. Everything he did for Fletcher was just so he could glom on and take credit.
Sure.
He's like, "You're just like Chris Jericho," and I'm like, "Oh wow, I can't believe he said that."
Yeah.
He didn't actually say the Jericho part. Ospreay says that Ospreay says Fletcher doesn't know what he wants. He's being nothing like Ospreay, but he's also doing what Ospreay did to like break out, and he calls him an Ospreay clone.
Yeah.
And so
good
little call out. So they agree to a match on the pay-per-view. And Archer and Cage come out to back up Fletcher, but Ospreay, he's smart. He has people with him. He has Hobbs and Mark Davis come out, and they have a big brawl, and that leads to Roddy versus Archer because Roddy comes out. He hits Archer with a kendo stick, and it is Falls Count Anywhere in Bridgeport. Remember, we are in
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Remember that. So they brawl. Roddy's music hit, and Archer went to wait by the babyface tunnel. But Roddy is smart, and he came out of the heel tunnel to jump him from behind.
Very good.
They brawl in the back, and Archer puts Roddy through a table in the dark.
Yeah.
I like that they didn't have a light on back there, because why would you have a light on back there?
Right.
But also, like, man, that's gotta suck going through a table and you can barely see it.
Yeah, you never know. And you never know
And
where you're gonna land on.
eventually they put a spotlight on back there.
Yeah, they cleaned it up.
Yeah, they
This is
brawled
cool.
through the
It was like an organic
crowd.
moment. It felt more organic, because they did that.
Yeah. They brawl through the crowd. There's this big fat woman in a wheelchair that has to get rolled out of the way. Did you notice?
Wait, what?
They were in the crowd and they were brawling by, like, I guess it was a handicap area. And there was this very big woman in a wheelchair that had to get, like, wheeled out of the
Oh, no.
way so, like, they didn't run into her.
I didn't notice that. That's so funny.
I imagine like falling into her and she tips over and it's like
Oh my God,
Cartman in South Park where he like gets fat and falls on his back. It's like screaming.
Just stuck.
Oh man, God,
that would have been great.
God bless him. Cage gets involved, but the Kingdom run him off, and then Roddy hits a big knee, and he beats Archer. So Roddy wins, and he's getting the MJF match.
Yep. He calls him out.
He gets to the ring and he shouts, "MJF, I'm gonna finish in your ass." I'm like, whoa, wow. Very progressive of Roddy.
Yes. Yeah.
Finish in your ass.
Yeah, and then MJF said,
"Say that."
I'm gonna gargle your piss.
It was really weird. Man. It was a weird segment.
Mox? That was about Mox, huh? That's that. It was so good. Oh.
So very different, very progressive segment here.
Yeah. So Takeshita jumps Roddy, and that leads to Cole coming out, and it's Cole versus Takeshita, double Heyman special.
Yes.
So he brawls with Takeshita, and they keep his music running so he can hit the boom.
Yep, it was really
best thing.
Rolls back in the ring.
That was the best thing he's done since coming back.
Yeah, that was really good. Just rolls into the ring like his normal entrance is going. Just hits the boom, and then the Adam Cole baby and Takeshi's just still outside the ring.
Very good bit. Very good bit. So match. Takeshita's too big for Cole to do his normal moves without like looking like he's breaking Takeshita's neck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a size guy. It's wrestling. Like, a little guy can beat a big guy because he's a better wrestler. Like,
yeah, it happens. There's a precedent set for it. Yeah.
You know, Great Khali wasn't world champ forever. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But this did look a little goofy.
Yeah, he looks frail.
Cole is not like, he's in normal person good shape, but like he doesn't have like any like shoulders or arms. He's in good shape for a normal person, but not like a person that's like a fighter.
Yeah.
And he's not like Mysterio out there doing like, you know, he's not flying everywhere. Like,
and he doesn't wrestle like Darby where he's coming up from underneath the whole time. Like he wrestles like he's 6'3". Like it's really weird. But yeah, it does look strange when he's doing like certain moves to certain guys. It looks like a video game.
Yeah.
You know? Silly.
But Takeshita hits Cole with the ring and he wins. So Cole is out and it's Cole's MJF versus Roddy at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I did like when I liked when the ref raised Takeshita's hand, and like as he's raising his hand, he like Takeshita like shows off the ring, like I got away with one.
Yeah. He was like, but before that, he was like really like holding it under his hand, really like obviously.
Yeah, he was like holding his ribs so the ref didn't see it. And then when the ref like raised his hand, he's like, I got him.
Yeah, it was good.
Takeshita's very good, man. He
Yeah.
was very good.
That was a good little spot. Again, it
Yeah.
was like smooth. There was no like little hiccups on it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Strong gets Roddy comes back out, but he gets booted in the nuts. And Kyle O'Reilly makes the save. Takeshita's up on the ramp and Ricochet boots him. So to keep that story going.
Yep.
And then Kylo leaves Cole hanging because it's him, Strong, and Cole. Undisputed Era. And
that's right,
Cole
he
goes
leaves.
to shake his hand, and Kylo just leaves him hanging. And
Yeah.
I don't need an Undisputed Era deal. Like,
No.
I've said it before, but I would like nothing more than for like the old ROH guys to like separate and do other things.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
Yeah. It's they do too much of the rehashing stuff. Just like you don't have to keep, you know what I mean? Like all of it. All the companies do it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
NXT Black and Gold was fun. We don't need any more of it.
Right.
So next up, Mox takes over the Superstation with a promo. Right.
I don't know what this one. Yeah, I was a little confused, but maybe something changed. I don't know. Plans change, I guess.
So Claudio and Yuta beat up JD Drake, who I guess was going to be in a dark match. The announcer said he was going to be in a match later tonight.
That's
I
weird.
don't know. Maybe they were taping ROH.
Yeah, it must be what it is.
So yeah, Mox comes out through the crowd and he cuts his promo. Orange Cassidy and the conglomeration come out. You know, it's a promo.
It's his same kind of promo he's been doing. Abandon all hope.
Yeah, that's Mox. Cassidy challenges Uter for next week. So it's going to be Orange Cassidy versus Uter. It's going to be near Philly, I think, is where they're doing it. So
okay,
somewhere in Pennsylvania, I think. So the Death Riders leave. You know, I'm writing a bit of a nothing promo, and then Darby just dives out of the stands.
He's got like a weird mask on or something.
He's got a Sting mask on.
Oh, is that what it was? I couldn't tell what mask it was.
He's got a Sting mask. He jumps them. It's a big brawl. Darby jumps them outside. Like they're in the car. They're about to drive off. They left Yuta, by the way.
Yeah, they're leaving. They get away from him after a scuffle, and then they're like driving away in a truck.
And then Darby just hops in the fucking back.
Like, flips into it. He comes up off screen out of nowhere and just fucking like flips into it, dude. Just like, I'm like, what?
And then fucking Claudio, he picks him up and just runs him like 50 feet into a bay door. And then one solid move takes him like from his shoulder, from like bear hug position into giant swing position. And he fucking swings him into the door. I was fucking
like a sack
dying.
of potatoes.
Like that, like
kills him.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That was good. Him coming, that visual of him jumping from off screen, all of a sudden in the back of when you think the segment's over, he just comes out of nowhere.
So fucking good, man. So fucking good. Yuta finally catches up and they leave.
He jumps in, and then Yuta catches up and jumps in. But definitely would have been left behind had Darby Allin not jumped in the back of the truck.
I do like that. That's
so
a good bit of Yuta just being like fucking whatever.
Oh, like they're just kind of like it's interesting because he's not being like over dramatic or anything. He's just kind of like almost like unaware.
Yuta doesn't want to do this, but he doesn't have the guts to like fight like everybody else does.
Yeah.
And they know he doesn't have any guts, so they're just gonna fucking bitch him out all the time.
Yeah, he's like that guy in Lord of the Rings, the one that's like in the town, the lake town, Like he's like
I wouldn't know.
He's like an assistant of like one of the kings, and he's like a real like, he's a character
Just
that
a
like,
little worm.
yeah, just a worm. Yeah, he like doesn't stand for anything. They just like he gets used by everybody. One of those things.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's a good character archetype right there. Interesting.
Yeah. So the learning tree takes over the superstation because they have a promo with Renee.
They did. Yeah.
So it's gonna be Jericho versus Ishii for the ROH title in Chicago in 2 weeks. And Renee has a great 1,000-yard stare when Jericho's talking. She's just staring off into the distance.
Yeah. Very aloof.
Very good. The Continental Classic also starts in 2 weeks in Chicago, so get your gazintas ready, folks, because there's going to be some counting.
Yeah.
Man. NXT
Chicago.
fans wouldn't know what the fuck to do. They can't count by threes.
No.
Threes? What come? 5? 7? What's next? Because they are, in fact,
but true.
statistically dumber and poorer.
Yes. That's just numbers. We're just going by numbers.
Britt versus Penelope, or as Booker T calls her, Penelope Ford. Have you seen that? You got to get that for the soundboard because she's back on TV. You got to get that for the soundboard. Ford. Booker T, having never like said the name Penelope, he sees her name and he goes, Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford. Fucking fantastic. I think it's from his podcast. Hold on. I can find this.
Ford.
I gotta find this.
Oh my god.
Fucking Booker T. Fantastic.
Booker
T. Penelope. Let's see if I can find it on the Twitter. Fuck, there's a bunch of Bridgerton stuff. Booker T. Here it is. I got it. All right. Let's see if I can get the sound up. All right. I'm holding next to the phone. I'm holding next to the mic. Is there any feedback?
No.
Okay, because there was when I charge my phone close to my mic, there's feedback.
Yeah, it does like the weird,
All right. Tell me if you can hear it.
Penelope Ford, I've never seen her. Penelope Ford, I've never seen her.
Penelope Ford.
I've never seen her before.
Title of the show. I'm texting you the clip now.
Penelope Ford.
Penelope Ford. I've never seen her before. Fantastic. Oh, God.
That's great.
Oh, Penelope
Booker T, man.
Ford.
The best.
All right. Brett reverses a Muda lock into a lockjaw and wins. Good little finish there.
Dude, I don't feel like she had any reaction at all, and then like they don't do her little firework thing anymore. She looked very very bored. It was weird.
Yeah, she did have a stroke, so maybe she's got like JR face where it's like yeah.
It was very, very weird, man. Felt like no one cared though, for sure.
Speaking of no one caring, Deeb comes out after the match, and Britt into the camera says nobody cares.
Yeah, like 4 times. Just kept saying it. She don't give a shit.
Big Kevin Nash energy.
Yeah, dude, she does have that Nash energy.
She may as well have done the fucking Scott Hall thing. It's like, ooh,
I'm scared. Nobody cares. No one cares. She just keeps saying it over and over. It's like,
Oh,
and the
man.
camera, like, clearly you hear it, see it.
She
And
fucking
Deeb's just
looks
got
into
her
the
little
camera and
dojo
says
flag.
it.
She's got like her little dojo flag, just eating it, like barely reacting at all.
Deeb and her dumb little
She's
flag.
like, I'm coming down there. Like, we're gonna fight now. The dojo.
I just thought of another title. Deeb loves flags. Because you know those fucking Greensboro church signs where it's God hates flags.
Oh yeah.
Deeb loves flags.
Look out, faggot!
Oh Jesus. Oh God. Oh man. Two marks, one pod. We don't agree with the Westboro Baptist Church. What did I call them? The Greensboro Church?
The Greensboro Church.
Fuck.
Greensboro.
No.
The
I'm
Greensboro
like Swerve,
Coliseum.
I fucked up the town.
Yeah, it happens, man. You go
We'll
along.
get there.
A lot of towns.
Get there in a second.
A lot of towns.
Deeb loves flags. We got a couple good titles
we got
for
a
this
few.
one.
Here we go.
All right. Next up,
Woo.
the greatest promo in AEW history. Mina Shirakawa in the back with Remarkable Renee. She's gonna watch what I almost did the Kalani bit with Mariah. I couldn't remember Mariah's name.
Oh.
But she's gonna watch Mariah's match for Collision. And Harley Cameron comes in and she challenges her to a match on Collision. And then they proceed to shake their titties at each other.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They were good. It looked good. It was very good. I
take
like
that.
Harley Cameron. I like Mina. Harley Cameron's really good, dude. She's really funny.
Harley's a good little goof.
Yeah, she's hilarious, dude. And
there you go.
She's super sexy, dude. Like, holy shit, to be honest. It's kind of like a robot.
Yes. Like a fembot Harley from fucking from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Fembot Harley. There we go. Yeah. That's a nickname for her.
I like that. Oof.
Swerve versus Leo Rush.
Yes.
Good match. Leo's acting more of a heel.
I like Leo's jacket. Is that something he normally wears? That Bowser looking thing?
Yeah, I was gonna call it like a Venom jacket.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's acting more like a heel. On Collision, he said he still had the card MVP gave him for the Hurt Syndicate, so he was hanging on to that. So maybe we get a little something there with Leo and the Hurt Syndicate, because after the segment, he was still at ringside looking on, like seeing them lay out Swerve. So we might get a little something there. Keep an eye out. Swerve wins. Swerve calls Bridgeport Stamford, and everybody whines about it. Like, fucking get over it. You're a C town.
That's Stamford.
You're lucky to get a fucking show.
They really are. I mean, what was there, like 1,800 people there or something?
Yeah,
it's not like it's a big wrestling town.
I think they said that. I read this somewhere that the talent hotels were in Stamford, so that's why Swerve said it.
I mean, it happens. It's not that big of a deal.
It's fucking Bridgeport. Get over it. Get over yourselves. Who gives a fuck?
It happens, man. They go to a lot of places.
You're a city people drive through to get to another city.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Fucking Bridgeport. And then Lashley and the Syndicate beat up Swerve, but they're busy chanting, "We are Bridgeport." Like, MVP should have said, "We're going to beat you up right here in Boston," or wherever the fuck we are. Just buried him more.
Yeah.
So in the back, James E. Hayter. She is with Remarkable Renee. This is Jamie Hayter. So she's cutting a promo, but her promo gets cut off with a Julia Hart vignette.
Yes.
Hey, it's Julia
back.
Hart. She is back, and it's like a creepy promo.
Yeah, kind of. It was cool.
There was a promo on.
She like screams in the mirror. It was one of those,
Yeah.
like the very like
Horror
visually
movie, like,
scary.
There was one on Collision where she was her old cheerleader gimmick, and then she's also in the she's on the football field, she's doing her cheerleader bit, and then there's like her in the stands with a bow and arrow, and she shoots the cheerleader Julia dead.
Oh shit!
So
That's
yeah.
brutal.
So yeah, these are cool little bits.
It was cool. That was cool. Good production value.
Julia Hart back.
She's on the way back.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
No, I like her. She's cool. She's good. She's turning into something for sure.
Main event: FTR versus the Kings of the Black Throne, who honor the House of Black. It's Malachi and Brody, and they shatter machine on Brody, but he's too fat to get over. Like he lands on his stomach, and they can't like he's like a beached whale. They can't flip him over. Match. Did you see the rating for this show?
No.
It was 666K, 666,000 viewers.
Scary.
Malachi is going to use that and try to get a world title push.
Yep.
But Brody chokes out Dax, and House of Black wins.
Yeah, I like the finish.
Not in the title match.
Yeah, and you see, obviously, I mean, at least not an immediate exit for old Malachi if he's getting into this. So interesting.
Very interesting. Outrunners are in the title match, but FTR isn't. That's also interesting.
Yes.
Remember, I said, did I say that? I say a lot of things. Did I say it on this show that FTR is going to turn on them? The Outrunners?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so remember that. Outrunners get a title shot, FTR aren't. Little moving pieces here. Some moving pieces here. So, good little Dynamite.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
We get to Full Gear, which is next Saturday. How about that?
Yep. Should be good. That's crazy. It's coming up that fast.
Yeah. We don't have
that after,
much booked for it, huh?
That's the after Thanksgiving one. Or no, that's right after Thanksgiving, right?
That's before Thanksgiving because Dynamite the next week is Thanksgiving Eve.
Got it. Okay.
So, Mark's gone. We might have to record again.
I don't know what happened there. We kicked out there for a second.
There we go. We're
still
back.
Recording though. I don't know what happened there.
Nice. All right.
It was weird, but
I was just gonna see how many matches were booked for Full Gear. Let's see. Oh wow, they already have 8. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because
really.
Yeah, because they got Perry versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT title. They booked that last weekend. MJF and Roddy, and then Fletcher and Ospreay. Yeah, so this card's filling out. All right. There we go.
Snap!
Good card.
Yeah, so this looks good. It's actually 9 matches, but I'm not counting that the TikTok guy versus QT. I'm not counting that.
Yeah, that's not included.
Look, that'll
horrible.
Again, I got no problem with it. It's gonna be on the 0 hour that I don't have to watch. So
100%. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
It would be funny if he was like actually good, that TikTok guy. Like if he comes out and he's like actually fucking good.
I know he was a wrestler, I guess, for a while back
Yeah.
for a very little brief period of time. But you never know. I'll let the other people tell me. I'm not going to watch it myself.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. We will have a full rundown of. We'll have a full preview for Full Gear next week, and then yeah, we've also got what else we got next week? Orange versus Uter. Is there any? What else is on Dynamite next week? I think. Claudio and Darby. They announced Claudio and Darby.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that'll
that
be
should
sick.
be good. Yeah.
And then NXT, we've got more Iron Survivor matches, qualifiers, and we've got that mixed tag that I'm sure will put butts in the seats. And then we've got 911 and Chase with the
Oh,
Chase
right.
you
Yeah,
in the
the
mouth.
Chase U's on the line. That's right.
There you go. So, hey, big week next week. Big week.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So there we go. Another 2 Marks 1 Pod down. We'll figure out which title we give this show. We'll figure
got
out
plenty.
what the title is.
Plenty
We've
of
got a few choices, and we'll get this one posted, and we will. Yeah, we'll be back next week with another look at NXT and Dynamite. So for Mark, I am Suit. We will see you next time.
Later, dudes. S you in your A's. Don't wear a C and J all over your B's.
Say hi to your mom for me.